Here are the biggest mistakes I see when players are hitting driver. My name is Sophie Walker, this is the How Did I Do Golf Academy, and let's check this video out. Let's look at setup. Now, I'm a victim of this too. We go on YouTube and someone says put the ball position forward, widen your stance, drop your back shoulder lower than your front and get behind the ball. But you can do this too much. You can have too much of a good thing in the setup. You do want those, but not to that extent. So when we talk about ball position, the ball position needs to be inside your front foot. I see too many people with the club inside their front foot. So that's the first thing to check. In terms of stance, it wants to be just outside your shoulders. If we get too wide, you can't transfer weight. It becomes impossible, and we need that weight transfer and rotation. So the best thing to do to get the setup correct is have a small step with the front foot and a bigger step with the back foot. So this is what we're talking about with setup. And when it comes to the shoulders, a slight drop in that back shoulder. And with the arms, I want them to hang. Don't be so rigid. And what people say is, well, yes, but at impact, you've got to have straight arms. That's why I do this. This isn't impact, this is setup. We need those arms to be just relaxing underneath. So setup needs to be everything you see on YouTube, but not exaggerated, because that isn't going to help you. There is a common thought about having very straight arms and trying to get the hands over that front leg and getting some shaft lean. Now what can happen is, if you look at this glove hand, the glove hand gets high and this foot joist symbol points high and right in my case as a right-hander. What this does, as you can see, it steepens the shaft and it makes the face more open. So that causes the block or the slice. And also with a raised grip and that steepness in the shaft, it slows the club down, it doesn't make it swing shallow, and it all comes from that trying to hold this position. I would like you to flip it a little bit. Why don't we try and release that club head? So as you come down to the ball, instead of being really leading with that grip and that the back of the hand really being pronounced, why don't we try and lay that down? So I want the feeling of the hands being lower as it gets to the ball, and this foot joist symbol turning, if you're right-handed, to the left. So what this will do is it will release the club head. It'll actually make it swing a bit faster. So that is wrong. That is right. You can actually hear the sound, the speed of it. So we get a little bit more speed at the ball, a bit more release, and you can get that club head turning over. In the case of a right-hander, from right to left, you get the toe meeting the ball first, and we can get that right to left shape off the face rather than the block. So the feeling needs to be the symbol of your golf club rolls round to the left and stays nice and low through impact, and that club head will just start picking up some speed and taking over, rather than this. That thought of, oh, I need to keep my hands in front of the ball, I need to drive it like this way and hold that face off. No, not if we want to get that bit of speed and we want to see the ball down the left-hand side a bit more rather than the slice. Now, talking about the slice, you know, you're standing here, we're on a long par 4, we've got trees down the right-hand side. I'm thinking, this is a 15th hole. I've sliced 4 or 5 already today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim left. I'm going to aim left with my feet and my body. I'm going to aim way, way left, and I'm going to fix this slice. The trouble is, the face is still pointing either at the target or slightly right of the target impact. So what that does is it just exaggerates the slice. So aiming left doesn't always help. Aiming left with the head or the face, yeah, that works. That really works. But with the feet, no. So I want you to be braver. I want you to try and aim straighter. And then feel, if you are going to aim anything left at impact, it's the face. And that feeling that I spoke about with the glove hand working, that will help that way. If I'm ever talking to a cricketer, I say to them, how do you hit it left? How do you flick it off your pads? They all go, here, here. Well, look what I'm doing with my feet. If I ever say to a cricketer, how do you hit it out to the right? How do you hit it out to the right? They all say, pull my foot here and do that. Think of it like that in golf. If I'm aiming left, it's going to flick that way. It's going to go that way. So aim straighter, be braver, and try and roll it over to try and get it down that left-hand side. The final one, I think, is just a nice way to think about how you're going to move through the ball, how you're going to move this club through the ball, is you want launch. So you need the club to be moving upwards through the ball to get that launch. You always need to think about following through, going through the golf ball. It's not see ball, hit ball, stop. There's no brick wall in the way. You want to imagine that you're hitting through it with some launch. So why do people say, oh, when I'm having a practice swing, my practice swings are great? Because the ball's not there. So we're swinging quite happily through the ball because it's not there. There's nothing that's going to block it. There's no, oh, there's the ball. Then we get over it and think, right, I'm going to really, really hit this as hard as I can. And you do, you hit it as hard as you can, but in the wrong way. So I want the feeling to be swinging through it like it's not there, with a slight launch to get it in the air, but really complete that follow through, complete that whip, rather than just bang and stopping on the ball, because that will make you sky it, that will make you hit it with a lot of spin, and the chances are it'll just encourage that slice. So let's put all those theories into this golf swing. Remember, it's a swing, not a hit. I hope there's a few things in this video that has helped you with your driver swing. We're here at HowDidiDo Academy to help you hit it further and straighter. So please comment on this video if you found it useful, like it, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our free content.